In 2013, alien monsters called kaiju emerge from an interdimensional portal called the Breach at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. In response, humanity builds massive robots called Yagurs, each is co-piloted by 2 or more people who share a mental link via a process called drifting to share the mental stress of piloting the machine. In 2020, brothers Yancey and Raleigh Beckett pilot the Yagur Gypsy Danger to defend Anchorage from a Category 3 kaiju codenamed Knifehead. During the confrontation, the kaiju unexpectedly pierces the Yagur's armor, ripping out its left arm and half of its head, which pulls Yancey out of the con pod, killing him. Raleigh, piloting the damaged Yagur solo, kills Knifehead and walks Gypsy back to shore by himself before collapsing. Traumatized by the loss of his brother and the strain of drifting alone, Raleigh quits the Yagur program. 5 years later, world leaders decide to cease funding for the Yagur program and replace it with coastal defense walls, since kaiju are appearing more frequently and Yagurs are being destroyed as quickly as they are built. The remaining Yagurs are relocated to Hong Kong under the command of Marshal Stacker Pentecost, who plans to destroy the breach using a tactical nuclear weapon. Pentecost tracks down Raleigh to a wall construction site to recruit him for the assault, though Raleigh remains traumatized by Yancey's death. Traveling to the Hong Kong base, the Shatterdome, Raleigh is introduced to Mako Mori, the director of the Yagur's restoration program and Pentecost's adoptive daughter. 4 Yagurs remain in operation: the refurbished Gypsy Danger, the Russian Cherno Alpha, Chinese Crimson Typhoon, and the Australian Striker Eureka, piloted by father and son Herc and Chuck Hansen. To find a new co-pilot, Raleigh participates in tryouts, deciding Mako is drift compatible. During their first test, Raleigh falls out of alignment, reliving Yancey's death, causing Mako to become lost in the memory of a kaiju attack on Tokyo, nearly firing Gypsy's energy cannon. Pentecost grounds both pilots. Pentecost consults kaiju experts Newton Geisler and Herman Gottlieb. Herman claims the breach will stabilize and the kaiju will increase in number, but it will allow the assault to succeed. Newton suggests attempting to drift with the kaiju's brain to learn more about them, but is dismissed by his colleagues. He attempts it regardless, discovering that kaiju are bioweapons grown by alien colonists. Pentecost instructs Newton to find black market dealer Hannibal Show to obtain another kaiju brain to drift with it. Newton realizes the kaiju hive mind gained access to his brain, since drifting is a 2-way link, and 2 new kaiju, Leatherback and Itachi, are sent simultaneously to find him. All Yagurs save Gypsy Danger are dispatched to intervene. The kaiju destroy Crimson Typhoon and Cherno Alpha, while Leatherback paralyzes Striker Eureka with an EMP blast. Pentecost sends Gypsy Danger to help. It is the only Yagur powered by a nuclear reactor, while the others are digital. Gypsy kills Leatherback and Itachi shortly after during her search for Newton. Newton and Hannibal go to harvest Itachi's secondary brain, discovering she is pregnant. The infant kaiju bursts out, devours Hannibal, before choking on its own umbilical cord. Newton and Herman drift with the infant's brain, discovering the breach only opens in the presence of the kaiju's DNA. Pentecost reveals to Raleigh he has terminal cancer due to piloting a first-generation Yagur, which lacked radiation shielding, the last time being in Tokyo. 2 new kaiju are detected guarding the breach, prompting Gypsy and the repaired Striker, piloted by Pentecost and Chuck, to go ahead with the assault. Approaching the breach, the Yagurs are attacked by the kaiju and a new Category 5 kaiju, Slattern, leading to Striker being crippled. Learning the truth from Newton and Herman, Pentecost and Chuck decide to sacrifice Striker, while Gypsy acts as the nuclear bomb to seal the breach. After Striker self-destructs, Gypsy slaughters the kaiju, riding Slattern's corpse into the breach. Raleigh removes Mako from Gypsy, manually causing Gypsy to self-destruct, escaping before it explodes and seals the breach. Raleigh and Mako's escape pod surface in the Pacific Ocean. They embrace as rescue helicopters arrive.